I bet you can think of some children that no matter how hard they try, still struggle so much with picking up their letter sound correspondences or the spelling choices that you've been teaching them. By the end of this film, you'll have a new game that you can play to develop that visual memory, to really help those children through a twist on a traditional game that's going to help to close those gaps and build that visual memory.
For more than a decade, I've trained thousands of practitioners, teachers and parents in how to teach phonics and early reading spectacularly well. And on this channel, I'm sharing heaps of phonics games, reading activity ideas and top tips with you. So subscribe to my channel to add a bit of sparkle into your phonics and early reading teaching, and don't forget to click the bell to be notified for new videos every single Thursday.
This Best in 5 game really works for children who struggle with visual memory because they're seeing the same words over and over and over again. It's a twist on a classic pairs game, but it's timed. So for older children with phonic gaps, this is perfect because it helps to maintain the pace at the same time as seeing the same words over and over and over again. Because often children with phonic gaps really struggle with that idea of being able to see the patterns of the shapes of the letters. And this is really good practice with that. The Best in 5. So this game is called the Best in 5 game because it's a timed game for 5 minutes and there are a total of 5 points. And the idea is that the children start with 5 points, so as a group they start with 5 points, and by the end of the game they've got to have got rid of all of the points. So you need a timer, something to record the points on. I've just got a whiteboard here, and 2 sets of the same words. So you can see here I've got the teaching today is O-R-E to make the OR sound at the end of words, and O-R to make the OR sound in the middle of words. So I've picked the words really carefully, and I've also thought about the fact that the children in my group are still really struggling with the blending to be able to hear these separate sounds in words, the st and the sn and the sp. So I've got lots of opportunities for them to practice that in this game. So you need 2 sets of cards, and what we're going to do is really you play it in exactly the same way that you would play a classic pairs game. The only difference is that the children are trying to beat the clock, and they're trying to, every time they get a pair, every time they match a pair, they are going to rub off one of the lines on the scorecard, because what they're trying to do is get 5 pairs before the timer runs out in 5 minutes. So I'm going to put all of the cards face down, and then the children are just going to take this in turns. They're going to take it in turns to turn over one word and then turn over another, and if it's the same word they get a point, or they get to erase one of the points on the scorecard. So first of all I'm going to turn the timer over, and then we can get started to play. So we've got or more and store. They're not the same, right? Put them back, remember where they are. So here we've got sh, ought, short, and over here we've got or snore, not the same. Over here we've got st or store. Where was that? Was that there? Store. Or store, snore. No, not the same, put them back. Right, what's this one? Sport, sport. Where was sport? Have I seen that one before? Let's try that one there. Short, short. No, they're not a snap. Try again. Short, short. Short, short, snap. So when we've got a pair, we're going to rub one of our points off, like that. So we're going to continue playing the game in that way, taking turns, highly engaged because we're playing against the clock, and we're trying to get as many snaps as we can in under 5 minutes. If you want to make it speedier, you can use a 3-minute timer if you feel like the children are really quick, or you can add more words. So don't be restricted by the amount of words that you use. The important point with the words is that they follow the pattern of the rule that you're trying to teach for the week.
Comment below and let me know how you got on. I'd love to hear from you.
So playing this game by itself isn't going to be a game changer. And my phonic top tip for you today is to really think about getting intentional about the words that you use. Really think about the common difficulties that children have and try and build those into the words that you use. So if you are teaching the or digraph, an O and an R making an or sound, but the children are still struggling to get the difference between B and D, then I would use words like born, because it's got the B at the beginning, and cord, because it's got the D at the end. And just by using those two words are bringing in prior learning gaps, as well as teaching and emphasising that new learning. Another common area of difficulty with children with phonic gaps can be words with adjacent consonants. We might know these as blends or consonant clusters, but basically it's when you have two consonants next to each other in a word, like fl or br or dr or cr. And it's really common for children to struggle to hear those separate sounds in words. So my advice would be to make sure that when you're introducing whatever new sound that it is, whether it's a spelling pattern or whether it's a letter sound correspondence, make sure you throw in some words that have got those adjacent consonants, because children need that regular practice of those. They're not just going to get this overnight. So, for example, if I'm teaching the or phoneme again, I might use the word sport, because that's got the S and the P next to each other. There's just a simple top tip of being able to manage your time efficiently just by your careful choice of words.
If you're currently working with children in Key Stage 1 or Key Stage 2 who have phonic gaps and you're looking for a phonic intervention program which really works, I've got just the thing. My GAPS Phonic Intervention program is a training package, set of activities and planning for phonic interventions from year 1 onwards. And if you'd like to be one of the first people to try this for free, then there's a link in the description below. And if it's activity ideas you're after, this film might also really help you out. There's a beat the clock challenge game in this video that I know your children will love. And if today's video has been helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell to be notified for more phonics activities, ideas and top tips every single week. Bye for now.